Welcome to the Explainer. Let's just jump right in, shall we? Today we are bringing you the absolute ultimate guide to radically optimizing your coding workflows. We're going to break down insights directly from the Anthropic engineers who actually built Claude Code, uncovering the insider best practices that can completely change the way you build software. So if you're wondering how the real power users are leveraging this tool to code at lightning speed, you are exactly in the right place.
Look at this quote. I have this graveyard of just like code that I started, never really finished. Man, we've all been there, right? This comes from Cal, who's a core contributor on the applied AI team over at Anthropic. He shared this incredibly relatable pain point of having these brilliant ideas that just kind of fizzle out. But Cal's story actually took a really wild turn. Late last year, he spent a single weekend testing an early version of Claude Code on a brand new note-taking app. And instead of abandoning it like the others, he watched this massive, powerful application come together right before his eyes. He literally used it so much over that one weekend that he shot straight to the top of an internal Anthropic leaderboard tracking employee usage. That single weekend completely transformed his approach to engineering. And today, we're going to unpack exactly how you can replicate that magic yourself.
All right, here's our roadmap for today. We'll briefly meet your new coworker, peek under the hood to see how it works, explore the core use cases, and then we'll arm you with some essential best practices and advanced pro workflows. Okay, let's dive right into this.
Section 1. Meet your new coworker.
Think back to that one senior engineer you might have worked with. Let's call him Tony. You know Tony, right? He's that absolute terminal whiz who never ever touches a graphical user interface. If you ask Tony for help, he just pops open his terminal, fires off some crazy bash commands, edits a few things in Vim, and bam, the bug is fixed in seconds. Well, Claude Code is basically like having Tony sitting right next to you all the time. At its core, Anthropic describes it as a pure agent, and what that means is it's built simply on a set of instructions, some highly powerful terminal tools, and a loop. You give it a call, and the model just runs in this loop, actively using tools to edit files and run commands natively over and over until it decides the task is completely finished.
Section 2. Under the hood.
So, if you were trying to build a coding agent, say, a year ago, the standard playbook was honestly pretty clunky. You'd have to take the whole code base, index it, embed it, and use this bulky RAG retrieval system just to figure out what files were even relevant to a user's prompt. But the Claude way, it completely ditches that heavy upfront indexing. Instead, it uses what's known as Agentic Search. When you drop Claude Code into a codebase, it dynamically explores it, literally exactly the way a human developer would. It's in there using native terminal search tools like glub, grep, and find. It searches, reads the results, realizes, oh wait, I might need a little more context here, and then actually goes back to search again. It is a totally active, rolling discovery process rather than just doing a static database lookup.
Section 3. Core use cases.
Now, this right here brilliantly illustrates one of the most underrated ways you can use this tool, the thought partner workflow. Listen, it is incredibly tempting to just drop in a prompt that says, fix this bug, and smash enter. But the real power users do something completely different. You start by asking Claude to search around the context of the bug or feature and have it formulate a plan with a couple of different options. But crucially, and this is key, you tell it not to write any code yet. This gives you the chance to validate the approach, make sure the agent hasn't gone down some totally wrong architectural path, and only then do you authorize it to actually execute the code. It completely transforms passive waiting into active, high-leverage collaboration.
But hey, the use cases go way beyond just fixing bugs. Because it natively commands your terminal, it's an absolute beast at 0 to 1 app building. It is also an unbelievable onboarding tool. You can literally ask it to look at a file's Git history and tell you a story about how that specific code has evolved over the past few weeks. It effortlessly drops in high-coverage unit tests, and it'll even write your commit and PR messages for you when you're done. We're even seeing enterprise teams using it to digest these massive, grueling code-based migrations. Like, imagine moving an entire legacy PHP application over to React. It completely changes the economics of those massive refactoring projects.
Moving on to Section 4. Essential best practices. Okay, if you take exactly one thing away from this entire explainer, please make it this. Use claude.md files. Remember how we said Claude Code is a pure agent? Well, that means it doesn't naturally have persistent memory from session to session. This claude.md file is the ultimate secret for giving it that memory. By simply dropping a markdown file with that name right into your working directory, it automatically gets injected into the agent's context. You can use it to store your testing commands, your project architecture overviews, your style guides, the whole shebang. You can even use the @ symbol inside that file to dynamically reference other markdown files. And here's a quick insider tip for you. With the newer Claude 4 models, the agent follows these markdown instructions exceptionally well compared to the earlier versions. So let's look at how this builds into your daily flow. Out of the box, Claude Code is going to pause and ask for your permission whenever it wants to write a file or run a bash command. But you can speed this way up. First off, you can enable auto-accept mode on the fly just by hitting Shift+Tab. You can also dive into your settings and pre-approve safe, repetitive bash commands, stuff like npm run test, so it literally never stops to ask you about it again. Also, the Anthropic engineers strongly advise that if you're trying to give Claude new capabilities, you should really prioritize well-documented native CLI tools. For example, just installing the native GitHub CLI tool, GH, is almost always smoother than trying to wire up some complex MCP server.
200,000. That is the massive token context window you have to play with in Anthropic's models. Huge, right? But here is the reality of working with an agent. As it runs those searches, reads through files, and executes commands, that context window fills up fast. If you're settling in for a long coding session, you are absolutely going to max it out eventually.
So, the crucial point here is how you manage that context. When you inevitably get that warning that your context is filling up, you've got two primary commands in your toolkit. If you run /clear, it wipes absolutely everything out and starts completely fresh, retaining only that claude.md file we talked about earlier. However, if you're in the zone and want to keep your momentum, you should really use /compact. This is so cool. It commands the model to summarize everything you've just been working on, almost as if it's handing it off to another developer. It takes that intelligent summary, uses it to seed your brand new session, and lets you just seamlessly keep working without hitting a wall.
Finally, Section 5, Advanced Pro Workflows. While the agent is running, your absolute best friend is the escape key. If you see the agent going down some weird, convoluted path, just hit escape to stop it and interject. But here is an amazing, kind of hidden feature that the real power users swear by: the double escape. If you hit the escape key twice, you instantly rewind the conversation. This lets you completely back out of a bad tool expansion or a mistaken code path, resetting the interaction and saving you a massive amount of time and context space. Now, there are a few other pro features you absolutely need to keep in mind. First, with the rollout of Claude 4, you can now explicitly command the agent to think hard. This actually forces the model to engage in extended deep reasoning right between its tool calls, which is exactly what you need when a complex bug requires some serious brainpower. Second, do not forget that the model is multimodal. You can literally just drag a screenshot or a mock PNG file straight into your terminal and tell Claude to build the UI it's looking at. Also, keep a really close eye on the internal to-do list the agent generates for itself on complex tasks. If that list looks wrong, hit that escape key and correct it. And finally, definitely leverage the native VS Code and JetBrains IDE integrations. That way, Claude dynamically knows exactly what file you currently have open on your screen at all times. Now, if you want to see where this technology is really heading, we have to talk about multi-agent orchestration. Some developers over at Anthropic, and even within their customer base, are running up to 4 Claude instances simultaneously in different terminal tabs. No way, right? How do they keep them from just stepping all over each other? Well, they have the agents communicate through shared markdown files. You literally just tell Agent 1 to write its progress and next steps into a ticket.md file. And then you tell Agent 2 to read that exact same ticket.md file so it knows where to pick up the next task. It is such a brilliant, lightweight way to parallelize your engineering work just by using the simple native file reading capabilities of the model.
Which naturally brings us to our final thought. The engineering team is already out there experimenting with running this tool headlessly in CI/CD pipelines and GitHub actions. When you start combining that kind of programmatic headless automation with its native terminal proficiency and multi-agent orchestration, the possibilities are literally endless. So I'm going to leave you with this question. How will you leverage these incredible tools to finally, permanently eliminate your own graveyard of unfinished projects? I think it's time to open your terminal and find out. Thanks so much for joining us on this explainer, and we will see you next time.